malaria very well. And community engagement. Number 2, vector control in and around school environments. Number 3, early diagnosis and treatment. Number 4, emergency referral for severe cases. Number 5, enhanced school health workforce capacity and a functioning school-based surveillance system. And I just want to briefly report on the progress on these areas. The Ministry of Health, working with the Ministry of Education and Sports, has established a multi-sector task force structured around 4 pillars: coordination and governance,
the parking problem.
Order. That honorable minister, please.
Right, Honorable Speaker, we are working with the Ministry of Education and Sports, and we have put in place a number of measures which include, among others, a rapid malaria risk assessment, including a confidential inquiry commencing with the 4 affected schools. So we are investigating, getting deeper, what could have been the problem. We have also instituted key risk communication and prevention messages to schools. I have attached to my statement a guidance note we have given to all schools in Uganda regarding malaria, what it is, the do's and don'ts, and what should schools do. I have attached it to this statement. And we have developed it together with the Ministry of Education and Sports. We are also reactivating the school health surveillance and reporting regarding malaria and other illnesses. But also we have instituted the mandatory use of a terminal assessment form as a standardized screening tool for learners, and also introduced a school health facility linkage form to formalize and speed up referral pathways, as well as we are now functionalizing the sick base and also recruiting of health workers, especially school nurses in all the schools, among others. As part of the way forward, that we shall complete the confidential inquiry which we are carrying out in the schools, starting with these where our learners died, and we shall share the results. I'm also going to issue a ministerial circular to all schools on malaria and other illnesses in schools. We are also starting on the recruitment and deployment of nurses, school nurses, and health workers in all our schools in Uganda, and also working on strengthening emergency referral systems within schools so that we link the schools and the nearest health facilities so that situations like these where children fall sick, they can be referred at the earliest to avoid some of these deaths like we have with Nest. And also we are developing a costed plan which we shall share on how we can manage malaria and other health challenges in our school populations, Right Honorable Speaker. So we are on top of the situation, and I pledge that I will continuously update Parliament on all the actions we are undertaking. But once again, we convey our condolences to the families, and going forward, we shall ensure that we strengthen the system so that our children do not die needlessly when we send them to schools. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Pitogwa. The minutes of education.
Your Excellency, first of all, I want to begin. Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues,
I refuse to be excited about that.
Me and you know my sector and where I am. In most times, I am privileged to address the head of state. So I want to sincerely apologize to you. Right Honorable Speaker, on my own behalf, allow me to congratulate you for becoming the Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Congratulations. In line with the document or the presentation of the Minister, allow me first confirm and agree that this statement was a consultative between the Minister of Health and the Minister of Education and Sports. However, I have one area where I want the record to be corrected. In Katakwi, where I come from, and in the constituency where I represent, the alleged death of a kid, for the record, is not true. Secondly, it is true one driver of a school bus of Amuria High School died when they were transporting our children for a school excursion to Entebbe Airport. And that school is also called St. Paul's Comprehensive Secondary School in Katakwi, in Ngariam constituency. I want to thank the health team from Uganda and Jinja Regional Referral Hospital for attending to our children, who up to now, some of them are still receiving treatment, but none of them has died. That is for the record. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bariomusi. Your explanation would not attract a lot of debate, but I want to give to 4 people, medical people. But before the medical person comes, let me get Honorable Kaluya. Please, if you are traditionalist, please. Yes. Honorable Kaluya, you are the one who raised the matter.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And Right Honorable Speaker, allow me also to congratulate you upon your election as our Speaker for the 12th Parliament. Allow me also to congratulate you upon your appointment as a special envoy for somebody. Right Honorable Speaker,
to what?
For PLU.
Okay. I don't know why people are having noog about that.
Right Honorable Speaker,
Yeah.
I want to thank the Honorable Minister for a very wonderful and elaborative response over the matter that I raised as a matter of national importance over the death of some students who succumbed to malaria. It is very good that he has allayed our fears, whereby we thought there was a new strain of malaria in the country. It gives us a lot of comfort, both as parents and as leaders, that we don't have to worry so much about what is going on. However, we just need to improve on how we combat the malaria itself.
Thank you.
Right Honorable Speaker, when I raised the matter, I had prayers, and I want to affirm that the Honorable Minister has ably answered all the prayers that I raised, and I beg to thank him so much. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. And I want to, on this note, thank the front bench. Join the Honorable Sewungu. If we continue this way, this Uganda will be different. Next, Honorable Emis. Shadow Minister Health is where? Please, traditional healers, don't speak now.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. The matter on malaria yesterday was raised. Honorable Speaker, malaria remains the cause of mortality within the population. Approximately 10% of the sicknesses or checks that are done in OPDs consist of malaria, particularly in West Nile, zeroing it to Arua Central and Oriental Center. That serves 3 international countries, that is Southern Sudan, Central Africa, Congo, and even Uganda itself, where we have got over 24,000 asylum seekers, where monthly we are having 25,000 persons that come for outpatient services there. And it has gotten a burden, the malaria issue has got burden on the little resources that we have in this nation. I am now putting my prayer that there must be emergency supplementary financial budget to handle, because we have the issues of the RTDs, we have the issues of injectables that have really been affected with the malaria issues. So my prayer is that the Minister of Finance should make sure that we must have supplementary budget that is to be used to the issues of malaria to be addressed in these areas that have got the cases. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Take note. Dr. Chankwanzi.
I thank you so much for that wonderful memory, Right Honorable Speaker. First and foremost, I would like to credit my government for the tremendous work well done in the fight against malaria. That has been great. Secondly, I would like to credit my minister for the mouth-watering ministerial statement he has just read out. But the following observations must be taken off, Right Honorable Speaker. Number one, as an active practitioner, these are the cases we are coming across. You come across a child who has been managed with the first-line treatment and is not cured, has gone on to a third-line treatment, or even second-line, third-line, not cured. That alone should speak a little louder to us as the government now. We shouldn't in any way hide our heads like the ostrich, but we should rather be a little more vigilant, widely vigilant. Why? The Minister for Health, he knows this. that within our surveillance system, in the genomics, we've already captured a mutation of K13, which is one of those genes that the malaria parasite uses to make sure that it dodges the killing power of the drugs we have today. Because we agreed as a nation to shift to our first line treatment for malaria, being the so-called ACTs. Those are the artemisinin combined treatments we use. But now that mutation of the gene has been picked within our population. True, what is telling us that these are the cases we've had of death that he reported are coming from a low malaria endemic region, yes, and therefore the immunity is not good enough, yes, but we shouldn't forget that. And also, we should remember as a nation, when we were shifting from chloroquine and quinine to ACTs, it all started like this. Cases of resistance here and there. So we should institute a team. Actually, first and foremost, a parliamentary statement should be as follows. Us creating a situation whereby there is more financing to the genomic surveillance team. More financing should also be going to the following major laboratories that are helping us in history.
To lower your microphone a bit, yes.
The one of Makerere University, the one of Uganda Virus Research Institute, and the one he has talked about of the malaria control division that we do have. But when we increase finances to them, that will enable them actually have a high rate of picking out those cases of resistance. That's number one. Number two, we should also remember, each one of us, wherever we are coming from, we are challenged. The presence of those services actually at the different health facilities. We are finding situations, I'll give you a case in point. When you look at Intueto Health Center 4, when you look at the budget, whatever comes up, it comes in time. The government provides it by monthly supply of drugs and all these other test kits and whatnot. But you know what is happening right there? Whatever they apply, whatever they supply on the ground to work for 60 days, it is exhausted within 11 days. That tells you we have to revisit our budget and pay more emphasis on issues concerning stock, the kits and the drugs for against malaria.
Thank you.
And lastly, as I conclude, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Member, keep it short.
All right. Yeah. As I conclude, Right Honourable Speaker, we should also ensure that on the ground, as we give these drugs or we make them available, we should ensure also that the facilities which we upgraded and we don't have the functional machinery within, and also the staffing norms, we actually come up and we put the staffs there and also the machineries within those facilities. Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker.
The medical doctors are giving us a lot of time. Let me get some traditional healer. Honourable Bangura. Honourable Bangura, then Honourable Naluima, and Honourable Pio.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to thank
the shadow health should prepare, yes, and that should be the end. We go to the main debate, yeah.
Right Honourable Speaker, I want to thank the Honourable Andrew Kaluya for raising this issue yesterday, but also thank the Honourable Minister who has ably responded to this very important issue that was raised. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to thank government of Uganda. In my community, I say this with utmost good faith. On the 19th and the 20th of June, that is last month, we had a very big camp, health camp, that was run by Caring Hands International Ministries, supported by over 73 medical personalities from across the country, being led by the team from Mulago. And those people examined over 1,000 patients who responded. And when I went to close that camp, I was surprised by the report that I was given. They thought they were coming to attend to many malaria cases. They told me of over 1,000 tests they ran, they did not realize any malaria case. I want to thank government for that. However, what they told me, which should also be of interest to the minister and the whole medical fraternity, that 47% of the people they tested had non-communicable diseases. So it means, as we are looking at malaria as one of the key killers, as it has been known in the past, we are also facing other challenges that are now eating our community slowly but surely. The non-communicable diseases that they emphasized on was diabetes, was high blood pressure, as among others. So finally, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to request the Minister here and all of us as Parliament that up to now we have sub-counties in our communities, in our constituencies, that don't have health center 3s. So I want to request the Honorable Minister, as you bring in your work plans, which we manage here as Parliament, let's bridge that gap of all sub-counties in the country that don't have health center 3s in order to take services closer to our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Minister wants to respond immediately. Yeah. The Shadow Minister will come, but you see, let the Minister answer a little bit, because he will give you the clarification. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, and honorable members, for the interest you have in matters of health, because they touch all of us and our constituents. I just wanted to make 2 comments, Right Honorable Speaker. That as a Minister of Health, I pledge to give you as much information as possible regarding what we are doing to address the challenge of health care in this country. And I will request you, Right Honorable Speaker, if the order paper permits, for tomorrow, I update members of Parliament on the Ebola outbreak, how far we have gone in containing it. If the order paper allows, I will work with the clerk and your office, if the order paper allows. Secondly, I know the honorable members have many questions to do with health, especially in our constituencies. And I receive many members of Parliament who inquire about health centers and many programs. I want to request that I want to work with your office, Right Honorable Speaker, that we get a day or 2 and we do a workshop for members of Parliament. I bring all my technical team from the ministry, and then we update you on what the ministry is doing to address the disease burden in this country. The communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, neglected tropical illnesses, just what I will allow you. The cancer, the Heart Institute, what's doing, the plans we have to upgrade health centers, how many sub-counties do we have that do not have health center 3, and what plans do we have? How are we planning to provide ambulances to constituencies which do not have? Because now we can't exhaust that debate in a sitting because of the time limitation. So I beg that I work with your office, you give us time, we do a workshop, and then we bring all the Ministry of Health technocrats, and then we engage and give you the answers, so that as we start this term, you know what government is planning to address the health challenges in our constituencies.
Okay.
I take
Honorable Naruyima, and you are speaking for the...
Speaker, all these incidents, most of them, they happened in the area I represent.
Oh, you are the mother. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, I would like we correct our data as Parliament. The school is Mwebaze High School in Kachiri, and it's found in Wakiso District. And also, just to add on, the matter, you hinted on the matter of Nalia SS in Weyogerere. That also had a suicidal death. Since, Mr. Speaker, our Honorable Minister has asked for time, I only pray that as it comes on, as we get that very workshop, he also starts right now to handle the matter of mental health in schools, because it's something they are living out somehow, and it's affecting many of our children. Our children are overloaded, they are reading hard, they are doing a lot. So the Ministry of Health and Education, they have to work together to see that we have those counseling services and the children are handled well. I thank you so much.
Yes, mental health is a serious concern. Honorable Ministers of Health and Education, you will need to formulate Honorable Minister of Education, you have something? Then General Kavuma, you come and There is a traditional healer here. We shall conclude with. Yeah.
Right Honorable Speaker, first of all, I thank the MP of Wakiso. As a sector of education, we have been issuing circulars and we have communicated to almost all schools in the country. There's one biggest challenge which now goes to us, the parents. And this is where we need your indulgence. Some of us are part and parcel of the problem affecting our children. A case in point is where you go for visitation with a helicopter, particularly you give your kid an helicopter to go to school. I'm speaking as a minister of the sector. Secondly, some of you go, because it's a birthday of your kid, you go and splash money, throwing it before other children. Friends, what happens to others who do not have access to this kind of money? And tomorrow you are the same person who denies that kid the same money, and yet the kid, you've made that kid get used to this money. So I want really to appeal to all of us. We are all stakeholders regarding matters of education. And it is our responsibility to get out and talk to our people, talk to our constituents, to behave in line with the guidelines we have issued. Right Honorable Speaker, I will be able to lay on table the circular guidelines we have issued at the Ministry of Education and Sports to all districts, schools across the country. Because we did it in the last parliament, I can again be able to issue it so that we get out. But I welcome the initiative of saying we get out and talk about mental health. But it's our responsibility as members of parliament. I thank you so much.
General Kavuma, Honorable General Kavuma, give the military precision to this matter.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. But let me, before I make my submission, join those who spoke before me to congratulate you for being a Speaker of the Toronto Parliament. Congratulations. Number two, on the matter, I'm not a doctor, but I'm a leader, I'm a parent, and I have life. Today, the House is debating on malaria. But I don't think it is only malaria that is killing Ugandans. So many, but this one was maybe special because it killed children. And malaria has been killing children, by the way, for a very long time. It is still, I think, the topmost killer disease in Uganda. However, Ugandans, if you do research, even in the region, we lose a lot of people because of quite a number of illnesses and problems. And I've been trying to do some research to find out why in Uganda, speakers, ministers, PSCs, generals, cancer. Why? Why in Uganda? And my research revealed two main issues. Number one, Right Honorable Speaker, is that 98% of Ugandans do not go for periodic and regular medical checkups. That is a fact. We live on medication. You get headache, you go to the nearest pharmacy. The pharmacist prescribes some drugs, you go home. When the pain reduces, you don't even finish that drug they gave you. That's why you see every 2 kilometers there is a new pharmacy, because pharmacies make a lot of money out of us, or drug shops. And if you check, for us who are here, if you reflect what is in your bedroom, you find all of us having many pharmacies in our bedrooms and houses because of self-medication. Now, that is a problem to all of us. But number two, Right Honorable Speaker, is even the 2% that try to find out how they are, to check regularly do not get the correct diagnosis. That is also another huge problem. If you pick 10 people from this parliament and you send them to the famous hospitals in Kampala here, you go to Mulago, they'll take your blood and whatever, they'll give you results. If you go to Nakasero and test for the same, different results. If you go to IHK, they give different results. Now, where is the problem? You have issues, they say it is pneumonia, mild pneumonia. They give you a sack of antibiotics. You finish them, the pain comes back. You go to another hospital, it is ulcers. They give you another sack of antibiotics. You finish them, the pain comes back. You go to another hospital. It is... Now, those, Right Honorable Speaker, those who afford, when they go to our neighbor here in Aga Khan, which takes only 50 minutes from here, they check you, they find you have cancer and it is at stage 4. So my question is, where is it the machines? Where do we buy these machines? Is it the people that read the outcome of the machines? Where is the problem? So my players are, Right Honorable Speaker, my 2 players is, we are leaders, you are here as a house, you represent people. Please go back and sensitize and mobilize your people, the people you lead, the people that elected you to come here, to go for regular and periodic medical checkup. Number 2 player is the Minister of Education should look at the diagnosis issue. Where is the challenge? I beg to submit.
Yes, traditional healer. Honorable Minister, note down, because the Shadow Minister of Health is going to give some statement and you'll wrap it up. The traditional healer is doing well. Honorable Lino.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Mine is just a suggestion. In our secondary schools, primary schools, boarding, these schools majorly have sick bays with a nurse, but they do not have laboratory technologists, because most of the time when kids are sick or children are sick, the nurse just assumes. So I want to suggest to Ministry of Education and Health, if they can come up with a policy insisting that schools must recruit a lab technologist, and the schools should buy simple microscope to at least carry out some tests, because diagnosis is the most important thing. It helps you to understand and know what disease a child is suffering from. So I would request the Minister of Education and the Health to come up with a policy so that all our secondary boarding schools have at least simple laboratories. Thank you.
You must take that recommendation from a traditional healer very seriously. Because they have tried to do guesswork, they have seen more people dying. Honorable Aisha. Yes? And then Shadow Minister, and then the real Minister closes.
Thank you so much.
I don't know who started the issue of shadow and what. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the previous speakers. First of all, I need to clarify that the prevalence is no longer 10%. Those are statistics of 2019. And it has actually increased. And many of these malaria cases are actually in schools, secondary schools, primary schools. And like my colleague has mentioned, the treatment method, that's where the problem is. They give them Panadol, headache Panadol alone. And finally, I also wanted to add that unfortunately, blood group O positive are also very prone to mosquito bites and malaria. Thank you so much.
Shadow Minister of Health.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
2 minutes. By the way, you are too generous with time. We have the next time that, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. And I'm making a submission on behalf of Dr. Batua, Honorable Dr. Batua, who is away on official duty, and I stand in for him as Shadow Minister, Health. Right Honorable Speaker, while we appreciate the Minister's report, we must confront this malaria problem with green. Uganda remains trapped in a preventable crisis. Right Honorable Speaker, the Minister speaks, Dr. Beremusi, you speak of progress, but the Uganda Malaria Indicator Survey reveals a terrifying policy failure. The national prevalence has actually risen from 10% to 13%. In regions like Lango, Acholi, Karamoja, childhood infection rates are at a high as 60%. This is not progress. This is a national emergency. As Shadow Minister, we request and demand for an immediate policy reversal from passive malaria control to an aggressive elimination agenda. First, we must stop distribution of the obsolete standard pyrethroid nets that mosquitoes are now laughing at. The government must fully pivot to dual insecticide next generation nets like chlorophylla treated nets, which have been proven by World Health Organization to slash transmission by 50%. Secondly, Honorable Minister, we request to institutionalize a mandatory indoor residual spraying, that is IRS, in public facilities, specifically boarding schools, to protect our children where they are most vulnerable. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, we cannot eradicate malaria on a beggar's budget. We demand a shift from total dependency on foreign donors to dedicated domestic health financing. We must equip our village health teams and end the chronic fetal medicine stockouts in our health centers, and this is happening to all of us in our areas of jurisdiction. Right Honorable Speaker, we must stop managing malaria and start killing it. I beg to submit.
Thank you. There's somebody here who said he has a 1 minute thing about the vector. Honorable Sia. 1 minute. Or 1 minute.
Right Honorable Speaker.
A lawyer speaking about vector in 1 minute.
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker. I join my fellow members in congratulating you to that honorable seat. And I also want to thank my honorable brother for that great statement. Now, we have been talking about the parasite, but I understand that we can also look at the flip side of this coin, which is the vector. I understand there's a new vector in Uganda, which would probably in the future cause more difficulty in terms of fighting malaria, especially relating to the malaria tool. It bites during the day. That means bed nets will not work. It breeds during the dry season. That means the incidence of malaria during the dry season, which are normally low, will still be at a height. So these are some of the things that I would want to relate with my honorable minister, to look not just at the parasite site, but at the vector. I think it's called phenastas. And I think the type of malaria tools that we're using right now will become obsolete. There's drug resistance, there's insecticide resistance. Malaria is the single biggest killer in Uganda. If Uganda does not look at this question with detail, honorable members, our population will be exposed to a lot of difficulties. So that was the issue I just wanted to raise with my honorable minister.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of Health. What is the summation?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I have the capacity to give a technical response to the issues being raised, but I have a limitation of time. So that's why I requested that you provide last time we do a workshop and be able to delve into details of what the honorable members are raising, including examining the policy on malaria, like my sister from Mukono is saying, is there a policy failure or not? All those issues, we can interrogate them when we have time. But the good thing, she's quoting from reports from government, all that information. But it's not true that the policy on malaria has failed per se, but we shall provide all those details. And also the previous speaker, we are doing a lot of research on malaria. We shall be able to share all those issues about vectors and many other transmission dynamics. What I can say is that we are going to work with the Ministry of Education and Sports to strengthen the school health program so that we address those issues of having laboratory technologies, the nurses, train them on how to diagnose and prescribe and manage all these cases, not only malaria, but other challenges which affect our children. The Minister of Education was reminding me that when the children are reporting for a new term, there is a form on their health which is supposed to be filled. But most parents ignore it. I think we shall keep reminding Uganda that they should fill it so that the school managers know the health concerns of this learner and they be able to attend to that learner. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, maybe part of the response to the issues raised by Honorable Kavuma. The disease burden in Uganda, that will be very brief, is characterized by what we call communicable diseases. These are diseases which can be transmitted from one person to another, like malaria, HIV, diarrhea, Ebola, all these. But also non-communicable diseases. And we see a rise in both communicable and, most importantly, the non-communicable diseases. But also we have the neglected tropical diseases. Just 1 minute, I first finish my point. And we shall discuss with you the approaches and the reforms which we are instituting in the health sector to address this burden of disease. I can tell you that up to 70% of the diseases which afflict Ugandans are preventable. And we are going to mount a huge response on disease prevention and health promotion in the country. Straight from the center to our villages, we shall be giving you the strategies, but also strengthen clinical management of the diseases, including rehabilitation and the palliative care. And that's why you see us working day and night, visiting hospitals. And we are going to do both formal and informal visits to our hospitals to assess what is obtaining on the ground and be able to come up with reforms and strategies to improve health care in this country. So the assurance I am giving you is that we shall do everything possible. We need your support as Parliament to fix the health issues in this country because they affect all of us. Honorable Sewungu is dying with the point.
No, Honorable Sewungu is a traditional healer. Please, let's go to another. Yeah.
Maybe my response on malaria, what I didn't talk of is that we have now a malaria vaccine, which we are rolling out also among young people, including schools. And we shall discuss all these when we meet in the dialogue. Yes. Please.
Okay.
So now, thank you very much, Right Honorable
Speaker. Thank you very much. And
submit.
The people of Kanungo, now you know what you brought us. He's a very well-informed man. When you say in Kanungo, you say the man is eating, but you see they are firing him things here. So, thank you very much. Clerk, next item.
Item 4, motion for a resolution of Parliament to express gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for the clear and precise exposition of government policy contained in the State of the Nation Address to Parliament of Uganda on 4th June 2026.
And this is how we are going to proceed. uninterrupted 3 minutes. I will begin with the following. Number 1, Honorable Engineer Bigamba Kutbat, Chivale County. Honorable Bruce Balaba Kabasa, Honorable Rugumayo Edison, and Honorable Ofono Pondo, all the persons. This on this side. On this side, you listen. We shall have Honorable Bisaso Abdul, Kasanda South. We shall have Honorable Kaluya Andrew of Uganda. I don't know whether Uganda or town or what. Chiguru North. Then we shall have Honorable Kutesa Patrick, MP Chimanya Kabonera. And then we shall have Honorable Auma Janet. So we shall go, you don't need to stand up unless I ask you to. Please, the debate issues now. No further guidance. No interruption. Where Engineer Katubat is not there, the next person, Honorable Bruce Balaba. Is he there? Yes. This is a structured way of debating.
Right Honorable, thank you so much. My name is Wakoli. I'm just seeking a clarification from your communication.
But how do you
We actually do not know how you have arrived at the names, and I'm wondering how we are going, because you guided ably that this is not a matter of national importance, and we thought that as your members were going to stand and pay tribute to the State of the Nation address. I'm just seeking, yes, Right Honorable.
Now you are quarreling.
I'm not.
A person who quarrels is the one who does not ask permission to speak. When permission is given to you, then you are debating. So there is a formality here. I want to dispose of what I have here, but then I will go back to those that may not have accessed the table, the offices. The whips are giving names to the chairpersons to the speaker's office. So, Honorable Balaba, 3 minutes, uninterrupted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My name is Bruce Baraba Kabasa, Member of Parliament for Uganda County West. Mr. Speaker, I want to join the members who have spoken before in the previous days in thanking the President of Uganda for being clear in his statement to the country in the State of Nation address. Mr. Speaker, the President said many things, but he emphasized what he called the word. And Mr. Speaker, the President did indicate that without resources, he mobilized the people in the Catro Corridor to engage in transformation from pastoralism to settlements and eventually to what we are seeing today as production and modernization of that community. Mr. Speaker, I want to relate this to what is happening in our country. In our country today, unlike when the President was engaged in the word, today there is an infrastructure. At the time he gave the word, there was no infrastructure for the civil service and the established structures to participate in mobilizing the people of Uganda. Today, we have a robust local government structure. We have civil servants at the parish and sub-county level, and we have members of parliament and councillors elected by the people of Uganda. The problem at hand, Mr. Speaker, is that the government of Uganda has not established a legal framework that coordinates the work of members of parliament, the work of councillors, together with the work of the technical people. As we speak now, Mr. Speaker, there are roads which are being launched in the country. There are hospitals which are being opened, health centers being opened across the country. And members of parliament are here and spectating on these processes. Mr. Speaker, the infrastructure of the word that the NRM has established, especially after the introduction of UPE, is today disjointed. And in the process of disjointing this infrastructure, it becomes very difficult, Mr. Speaker, for the elected leaders and the local leaders to harmonize in the process of service delivery. Mr. Speaker, in very addition to what the President spoke about, it is important today that the government of Uganda, in implementing the address of the President, works out an organized structure where members of Parliament individually, without...
Next. Honorable Rugumayo, are you there? Honorable Fonopondo? Or I should pronounce it well. Honorable Rugumayo Edison, the MP in Toroko County.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Right Honorable Speaker, and all members of Parliament upon our inauguration to the 12th Parliament. Honorable Speaker, I rise to applaud the President for his well-articulated and inspiring State of the Nation address. Honorable Speaker, the President delivered his message in his characteristic, very free and yet profound. He fixed himself within the story, generously sharing with
GoDaddy has the perfect hosting plan for any website. From low-cost shared hosting to your own virtual server. Every plan comes with a 90
million hand hose for the distribution of farmers. Additional, in February 2026, the budget proposal for the Parliament Budget Committee reviewed an additional request of 70 billion for the same purpose, but these hoses are not there. Dear colleagues and members, where are the hoses? I therefore pray that the Minister of Agriculture and Animal Industries brief this House on the criteria used while selecting the beneficiaries of this initiative. Could we have an audit report to the procurement for procedures and distribution of these hoses?
Yes, Honorable Auma Janet, then will be followed by Honorable Linda Irene. Then, yes, I will pronounce that. Is there Auma Janet? Honorable Auma Janet? There's a microphone there. Oh, but if you want here, no problem. Honorable member, you want to turn on your microphone?
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen,
Order.
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
was an interlude. On outset, I would like to congratulate the Right Honorable Speaker
Thank you.
for your exemplary lead and for conducting the chair for today. I would like to raise on the motion raised by Right Honorable Prime Minister seeking to convey its appreciation to His Excellency basing on Article 101 of the Constitution. On page 2 and 3 of the address, His Excellency calls upon all the nation to embrace no more sleep, no more corruption or diversion of public resources, no more compliance in leadership. This is not merely a slogan, it is a national call to action required by every leader. I fully support this because Ugandan transformation will not only be achieved through speeches alone, but through accountability, timely implementation, and effective service delivery. Right Honorable Speaker, on page 13 and 14 of the National Address, the President outlined government achievement in expanding the national road network and reminded district that Maram Road must always be maintained. I would like to raise my motion on this. We have the roads in various districts. It has become a matter of national importance because most of the roads that would connect businesses is really not connecting the businesses, and we are lagging behind as Ugandans. putting example, Molata district, Namasale to Doholo Road. That road has been budgeted in 2023 and the budget was already passed out. I don't know why it has not been implemented up to now.
Thank you, Honorable Annette. Honorable Janet, there is no any more 1 minute, but I must ask members to applaud you. You are going to be one of the greatest debaters of this House, I can see. Yes. Honorable Linda.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I also rise together with my colleagues to support the motion to appreciate His Excellency the President on the State of the National Address, and more especially, Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to commend the President on his emphasis that he put on maintaining the national road network, both tarmac and maram. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to remind you that in the 11th Parliament, we appropriated funds for procurement of road unit to the newly created districts and cities. But only the 16 new districts received the road unit, but the 10 cities up to today have never received the road unit. We are having a challenge of utilizing the funds that we receive because we do not have road unit. We have to go and borrow from the mother district. Right Honorable Speaker, when the municipalities were elevated into cities, the town councils used to receive money for road fund. But now they were elevated into divisions, and divisions are not getting any fund for roads. And yet, the 1 billion we are receiving is the only money we are using to share between the divisions. The case is for Porto City. We have 2 divisions of North and Central. They don't receive money for road fund. So, Right Honorable Speaker, my prayer was that Minister of Finance should prioritize giving money to divisions just like town councils so that they are able to maintain their roads. Another thing, Right Honorable Speaker, my city right now, it is struggling to procure a road unit to the extent that the council has passed a resolution whereby administrative units, LOC1s and LOC2, are going to forfeit their money of 30 and 25% to procure a road unit, meaning that the residents are going to suffer. This is the little money which was helping LOC1s in running their offices. We have students who always run to LOC1s to get recommendations letters. So this means the whole of this financial year, the LOC1s of Fort Portal City will not receive any money. So my prayer is that Fort Portal City be given an opportunity, a special, to receive money for the procurement of the road unit. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Lanya Gilbert. Then I will have 1 independent, Honorable Singoma.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to congratulate you again for being the Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency the President delivered the State of the Nation address, and what he delivered this year is not delivered 30 years ago. His Excellency dwelled seriously on fighting corruption, and he called it Kisanja No More Sleeps. Right Honorable Speaker, looking at the situation of Uganda as per now, in terms of corruption, one may think that people of Uganda, those one who claims that in a rightful position, are crazy. Right Honorable Speaker, the level where we have reached, you have seen of recent, where someone would store money in the house, like piling books. And wherever we go to implement government activities, Minister of Finance normally claims that there is no money. Yet those who think that they are well off and well positioned, they keep money in their house. Right, Honourable Speaker, I wish the president would have been more serious.
Where did you want them to keep the money? Go ahead.
Right, Honourable Speaker, we have the prescribed financial intelligence that normally follows, and there are proper procedures for withdrawing money from the bank. Because of corruption, someone government accounts for the money given to them. I would like to appreciate him. And, right, Honourable Speaker, I'm also happy that His Excellency appointed some few ministers who were involving in that same scandal. There's a saying in our language that send a thief to catch a thief. I am happy that
Okay. Maybe a thief has also cut yours. So today is 15th of July. Honorable Enos Tunamusiko, you want to stand up? We recognize you. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. Next, we shall have Honorable Bong Peter Achuda. Sorry? Oh, birthday boy, you want to? That was intervention from elsewhere, unexpectedly.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm Onesimus Twinamas, Right Honorable, not Enos. And a Member of Parliament, Buganga East, Kakumiro. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the head of state for the State of the Nation address he ably delivered in this House. Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency mentioned about the critical national roads that government embarked on for tarmacking. Right Honorable Speaker, roads were mentioned from the north to the south, west to the east, and the central here. There is a critical oil road, Right Honorable Speaker, that was omitted by this government, and this is a road from Narweyo, Kisita, Mpasana, Nkoko, Masode in Chankwanzi, and then Nkoko to Kakumiro. Right Honorable Speaker, this is a very critical oil road because the oil pipeline route crosses this road 3 times. However, it was abandoned. The feasibility studies and systematic designs were made in 2017. However, UNRA abandoned this road. Yet it is very important for the oil exploration. This road shall be important for the oil partners whenever they are monitoring the oil pipeline road. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to call upon the government of Uganda to prioritize this road because it is among the oil roads. Narweyo, Kisita, Mpasana, Nkoko, Nkoko, Masode, Nkoko, Kakumiro. And Right Honorable Speaker, I read the NDP4. This road is mentioned in the NDP4 and it's being budgeted for in the year of 2029. However, since it already had feasibility study done and it was abandoned, I still have some little faith that in 2029 it will be worked on. Yet
up the processes of making this access to markets and the rest. I am citing example and area of concern in my area of Maruzi that affects Maruzi County, Maruzi North, and Oyam South. There is the central road from the main junction of Rekunye to Apache main road from Kona Ami via Alworoching to Aber in Oyam. This road was submerged by water since 2023 when, up to now as I speak, no minister has ever stepped to assess the situation of the road. This road affects access to services and service delivery centers. Of recent, I have the experience where we lost 4 people from one family. And as I speak, the children that have remained behind, they have lost their mother, they have lost their father, who got drawn into the water because of access of medical service from Ibuja Health Center. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to appeal to the President and especially the Minister of Works, who is appointed by the President, not only to sit in the office. Of recent, people are praising Balam for being a field minister. Let the Minister of Works also be a field minister to assess the situations of the central government roads within the country and give feedback to the appointing authority so that the Parliament can appropriate resources for the status of these roads to be improved. Otherwise, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I still commit myself to serve the interest of this Parliament and the interest of the country of Uganda as a Member of Parliament. May God bless.
Thank you, Honorable To. Edward McMott, Agago County, the Canadian barrister.
Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to congratulate you once again for this monumental achievement as the Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me also to join the rest of my colleagues who have supported the motion by the Right Honorable Prime Minister, thanking the President for the precise and inspirational address at the State of Nation address. Right Honorable Speaker, the President spoke about a number of things, but key to me is the issue of infrastructure development. And on this note, Right Honorable Speaker, I cannot leave out the issue of the Moroto Road that over and again we have spoken about. I want to thank government that this is at a design stage, that the National Development Plan has it in place. But I think I want to implore government to actually now go and probably get a loan and we have this road in place. This is a road that is a security road. This is a road that was there from 1962, from colonial time. This is a road that cuts across over 10 districts, 5 in Acholi sub-region and others in Karamoja. It's a security road, it's a mineral road, it is a tourism road that takes us to Kidebo, but for years it has been ignored. I think, for me, I think, yes, we have made some progress, but we need to go and tarmac this road. At this time when the Acholi sub-region is facing poverty and famine and all this, I think this could help to actually bring some revenue in terms of opening markets and other things. And also, I'm saying that it's a security road. The other issue is the cattle theft issue. We are restocking. We are talking about actually what they claim. Our fear is that without this security road, we're going to have a problem in protecting the little that is being done as an affirmative action. So I think these are things that I wanted to pick out, and I want to once again thank the President for that precise and inspirational address to the nation. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Jessica Ababiku, the Commissioner, Parliament of Uganda, and Woman MP Ajumani.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I second the motion. One of the issues that I picked interest in was his elaborate presentation on our performance on health. especially the reduction on infant mortality rate that has reduced from 128 persons per year per 1,000 live births. And also the life expectancy that has reduced from 43 years to 68 years, has increased from 43 to 68 years. If we check our ages, His Excellency the President has done a lot for us to remain alive. And the struggle he did started long time ago when he was still in the bush. In 1984, with others, he orchestrated and developed the 10-point program. And number 6 of it was about health. Consistently, in 1999, the reviewed 10 points program, which came to 15, also maintained matters of health as number 6. Therefore, the struggle of this historical man to think about our health, to think about how longer Ugandans can live, deserves to be celebrated and emulated. Secondly, he established, under his leadership, he established laws, policies, and programs. Allow me to reflect on decentralization, which came to effect in 1993, that enabled increased access to health care. Many health institutions got established. However, right from national level to the lower local government levels, we still have gaps. I will implore the government to ensure that Madi sub-region gets a regional referral hospital. It is one of the regions that came into existence from the time of independence.
Honorable Opio Samuel Achut, Kole North. I don't know what your name means, Achut.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I rise to support the motion on the President's State of the Nation address. The State of the Nation address was not just a state of the nation, but a state of socio-economic transformation of our country. It was also not just a speech by the President, but a lecture with evidence-based presentations on the enablers that can help drive our economy tenfold, right from Kole to Kampala. One of the enablers the President talked about was science, technology, and innovation. Right Honourable Speaker, the recent dry spell is a clear indication that we need to invest in innovations. We need seeds that will not only grow during the rain, but also thrive during the dry season. Seeds that will be early maturing, instead of 90 days, can mature in 30 days. And seeds that are high yielding, producing 3 to 5 times the expected yield. We need to therefore put investments in innovation as a country. Right Honourable Speaker, innovation is a key driver for economies. And when we don't innovate, we'll have to import technologies that will disrupt our economies. When you look around now, we used to grow Christmas trees, but now we're using artificial Christmas trees. We used to plant natural flowers for our weddings. Now we have artificial flowers. We used to even have papyrus mats made by our grandmothers. Now we have plastic mats, because innovations in material sciences have disrupted our economies and our local technologies. So we need to defend our local technologies and have local policies to strengthen them. As I speak right now, we are also in another threat of disruption. We are now coming into what we no longer used to call farm-based agriculture, but lab-based agriculture, where you do not need a cow to produce milk. You don't need a bull to produce beef. You don't need chicken to produce eggs. All you need is just a few animal cells and plant cells grown in a lab, matured in the lab, and you have millions of liters of milk and also tons of beef. That is a threat to our economy, and it's a disruptive technology. And they are calling it climate smart agriculture because you need less than 95% of the land, less than 90% of the water. And these are already in commercial stages. Even in the supermarkets abroad, we already have such lab-grown foods. So I want to appeal that we strengthen science, technology, and innovation in agriculture, support our traditional agricultural systems so that we can meet global demand, so that we move away from some of these disruptive technologies that can disrupt our economies and affect.
Honorable Singoma, Independent. Honorable Singoma, Dr. Patrick Mwesigwa, yes. MP Hoima City East. The count is now 3 minutes.
Yes. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, let me join also the rest of my colleagues to congratulate you upon your election, that office of Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I'm raising on the matter of the presidential address. I noticed that the president did not talk much about the AFCON projects, and I realized that we have quite a number of AFCON projects going on in Hoima, and especially in my constituency, and some of these, and most of these actually involve construction of roads, and some work currently ongoing on the Hoima National Stadium. Right Honorable Speaker, both the leadership and the communities are largely uninformed about these projects. There are two key ministries which are involved. The Ministry of Work.
What an incredible shot from...
Every screen, every goal, hard like you're side by side. Voice so clear, it's like watching together. On Android, go to Settings, Connections, Mobile Networks, turn on VoLTE for Airtel. For iPhone, go to Settings, Mobile Data Options, tap Voice and Data, then select 4G. VoLTE on. Airtel VoLTE, the power of clarity.
Aware of what is going on so that we get involved, we are on board on these projects. And I've discussed this with Minister Ogwanga at some stage, but this is a man whom you agree on one thing and he does another. You see, that's the problem with this minister. And it's unfortunate he came back in that docket.
Honorable Bahati, you take note.
Minister Ogwanga, you talk one thing.
Point of order, Right Honorable Speaker.
It's a maiden speech. You will have a right to reply later on.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for protecting me. Right Honorable.
Now that you thought he had gone.
No, he's there. You know him. Yeah. I know Minister of Ogwanga, and we have, most of the time we agree, but there are times when we disagree. And we move on very well. There's one time when I blamed him for bringing a lot of people from his constituency to work in the stadium, and they didn't pay.
Honorable Peter, the minister.
Right Honorable Speaker, first of all,
I have known you for nearly 17 years. I didn't know that you were like this, like that.
Right Honorable Speaker, first of all, I want to thank my colleague for raising those very pertinent questions. But officially, I had been informed that tomorrow, in the order paper, I'll be able to give a statement to Parliament regarding AFCON 2027. And I thought I could reserve a right to really give an update to the country. But also with due respect to my colleague, it's always good, always to appreciate us when we give service to the country on your behalf. And I'm extremely embarrassed First, I respect the age of my colleague, to begin with. The reason why I respect the age, like Right Honourable Speaker, you've clearly said, I have been here for almost now beginning to make 16 years, worked for Uganda, but to go back to the Hoima City project, where I said I brought people from my constituency, Right Honourable Speaker, I was not the contractor. Let me go on record. The contractor of the city stadium was a Turkish firm, whom I know you and me know the genesis how we got that contractor. The right to give people work is a prerogative of the contractor, not Peter Ogwang. Secondly, I also want to confirm, this is Uganda. I don't know whether there's any law which bars anyone from working from any part of Uganda.
Information.
And I think it's important as members of parliament, with due respect, colleague, that we take an oath. Let's be sincere. But even then, Right Honourable Speaker, there's a committee of education and sports. I am ready to go and submit if it is true. The previous parliament, I also want to confirm, the shadow minister and members of parliament visited the stadium, checked on the works, and for purposes of what is happening in Hoima and the rest of the country, I feel we're on the right course. So for me sitting with him agreeing, I don't remember any meeting, with due respect, I have met with you honorable colleagues, other than when we are commissioning the stadium. And even that,
okay.
Right Honourable Speaker, as I sum up,
Point noted.
I have taken the following observation from particularly the city members of parliament. Every time we go to commission projects in that area for AFCON, they are absent. And I want to find out.
Do you inform them?
But, Honorable, are you not a doctor? What is the prognosis? Are you medical also, or philosopher? Oh, what are the philosophical analysis of you accessing microphone before the speaker allows you? We said if you access a microphone before you are allowed, that means you are uncouth, you are quarreling. And it is not allowed in parliament to be uncouth, even to be referred to. So, Honorable Peter.
Let me sum up, Right Honourable Speaker, because
just tell the House whether you, a man who does not keep his word, that is, because it's threatening my personal relationship with you.
Right Honourable Speaker, I want to be what I am, and I'm actually one person who does not believe in life of being what I am now before this August House. I try to live a life of my history, and my history speaks for itself. So for that matter, I respectfully want to say, for the record, I have never, in privacy, in public, or in official capacity, had a meeting with a member of Hoima for Hoima Western Division. Never. And I want to say this because I'm in the National Assembly of Uganda. Number two, it's important he respects me as a member of parliament and a colleague. I thank you.
And you also respect him as a...
And I also, as a member, a colleague, and one, the area where I have projects in line with my line of duty. I thank you.
Okay. Members, that was... let's avoid personal attacks. I thought that you people went through orientation. I will not, and induction. Now, let me have Honorable Angwech Collins. Angwech Collins? How can you have, is it Collins or something?
Right Honourable Speaker, it's Angwech Colin.
Colin, okay.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity Once again, my name is Angwech Colin. I'm a member of parliament representing the people of Kyoga County, Amolata district. I listened very carefully as the president gave the State of Nations address, and when he spoke specifically about moving the Uganda's economy through commercial agriculture and industrialization, I picked interest in industrialization. And Right Honorable Speaker, I think if we must move the economy successfully, we have to look at these sectors based on economic activity of an area, natural resources, and comparative advantage of that area. I want to speak to fisheries sector, specifically on Lake Kyoga in Amolata district. I hail from Amolata district, and I must tell you, Right Honorable Speaker, Amolata needs a fisheries industrial park. If Amolata people must progress and benefit in moving into a money economy, for most of us who have born and lived in a landing site, we know that our lives revolve around fishing. We fish to send our children to school, to access medical care, and it is the biggest source of income for our young people. Right Honorable Speaker, recently government has been enforcing regulations on the lake. Some of these regulations have left our people without the source of their livelihoods. The government of Uganda asked our people to acquire the right fishing equipment. We sold land, our people sold their cattle to buy these fishing equipment. After buying these equipment, now the new enforcements have reduced the number of fishing boats per gazetted landing site to only 30 from over hundreds of licensed fishing boats. Right Honorable Speaker, we need these numbers increased. Most of our people have been left without jobs. But also, to complement the government's efforts in preserving the lake, we need an alternative activity that would enable employment.
Honorable Nakawede. Okay. You'll forgive my pronunciation. Nakwede. Harriet. Honorable Nakwede Harriet. Woman MP of Kayunga, my neighbor in Mukono. The floor is yours at 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. My name is Nakwede Harriet, the woman member of Parliament, Kayunga District. Mr. Speaker, allow me to also take this opportunity to congratulate you upon assuming that office. Mr. Speaker, I also want to join colleagues to thank the President for the address that he gave on the 4th of June. Mr. Speaker, I want to specifically draw your attention to the first paragraph of the address, where the President thanked Ugandans and congratulated them for participating in the series of elections since the 15th of January 2060. And he also, Mr. Speaker, thanked them for massively supporting the NRM. Mr. Speaker, as you are aware, the 2026 elections were characterized by massive human rights violation as a result of the brutality from police, the army, and the unknown gangs. Mr. Speaker, as a result, many people died. For example, in my district, we lost about 3 people, and many people were injured, and they ended up admitted in hospitals. This is not only happening in Kayunga, but a case to note is Butambala district and so many other districts where people died. Mr. Speaker, the public expected the President to condemn these acts. The mothers who lost their children, the wives who lost their husbands, the surviving victims, Mr. Speaker, expected the President to condemn these acts and also where possible give an apology. Mr. Speaker, I want to note to give an example of my district. In my district, Mr. Speaker, especially on Tallying Day, we had fabricated results. And as a result, we have cases, very many cases, right from the MP and LOC 3 elections, where the people who did not win were declared winners. If you go to a different local council, 3, 5, and probably even here in Parliament, we have people who won, people were declared, but actually when they used fabricated results. Mr. Speaker, it's our noble duty as members of this Parliament.
The fabrication I've only heard about Kayunga. Are you one of those with the fabricated?
I am saying we had very many cases where results that are fabricated and the members were declared, and you might even realize that we could even be having some of them in this house.
I was just warning you that when you are near
Mr. Speaker,
I thought your minute is done. Yeah. Honorable Cheyune Ivan, and then I will mix.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Ivan Cheyune, representing the people of Nakasongola. I listened to the President's address, actually when he acknowledged the contribution coming from dairy products and meat products. The President says that the cattle corridor is contributing economically to the coffers of the government, but I would like to draw his attention that areas coming from the cattle corridor, especially Nakasongola, would have contributed much better if his pledges are fulfilled. The President has pledged severally to the people of Nakasongola, and we have not seen such pledges. If the President could fulfill the road of Nakasongola through Kalungi, Bamugolode to Chichusa, our farmers would be transporting their products very easily to other markets. He has pledged for over 20 years electricity. There are so many sub-counties in our district of Nakasongola where electricity has not circulated fully, and yet the President claims that agro-based value addition would make our farmers earn more if all our products would be value added. When I was watching his speech, he has always promised to help our farmers with irrigation. Right now, during the drought season, our farmers have lost terribly on their crops due to drought, which has affected us so much. It is quite disappointing that we have Lake Choga, where we would tap in to irrigate and give enough water to our cattle rearers. We have River Kafo, still government has not taken advantage. We have River Lugogo. We will not be suffering with drought severely if government had helped our farmers with irrigation. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I've seen severally when the President is giving evidence of people who have benefited from PDM using media. The Nation Media Group has always aired social news about poverty, the epidemic, gender-based violence. NTV has contributed.
Honorable Peggy Joy Wako, let's hear from a female elder. What a good mix. Please assist the elder to access the microphone.
Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to make my maiden speech in this August House. My name is Peg Joy Wako. national female member of parliament representing old persons. I join my fellow members to congratulate you for getting that chair. I congratulate His Excellency the President of Uganda upon delivering the State of the Nation address. I particularly appreciate the progress made in expanding Uganda's road infrastructure, connecting regions and improving transport across the country. This is important to me, who travels the whole country to meet the older persons. Right Honorable Speaker, for many years, older persons, especially in rural Uganda, struggled to reach health centers because roads were impassable. Elderly patients suffering from chronic illnesses missed treatment because transport was difficult or unavailable. Many were carried on bicycles or stretchers over longer distances. Today, because government has invested better roads, linking communities and health facilities, many older persons can access hospitals and health centers more quickly and safely. Ambulances can reach villages faster. Medicines can be delivered more easily to remote communities. These improvements save lives and reduce suffering. Right Honorable Speaker, I also wish to commend government for the improved availability of medicine in our health centers and highlight in the State of the Nation address. This has greatly improved the health of older persons. Right Honorable Speaker, due to improved transport, children and relatives can visit their elderly parents more easily. Older persons can participate in places of worship, markets, community meetings, and social gatherings, reducing loneliness and social isolation. The improved transport network has also enabled older families.
Honorable MP Bududa, District Woman MP.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker. I'm Kainza Agnes Shuma, the Woman Member of Parliament, Bududa District. I take the opportunity, this being my maiden speech, to congratulate you upon assuming that exorbitant post. I stand to appreciate and second the visionary speech of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, in the State of the National Address. In his speech, he emphasized a lot of the issues that were emphasized or outlined in the speech. I have picked interest in one, that is commercial agriculture, among others. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, just have a thought, a second thought over this Bududa district. Bududa district is vulnerable. Of all this that I've always claimed here, landslides, that was the original, that was the mother. Remember the calamity of 2010, how massively lives were lost in Buda Hospital, in Buda district. So, I appreciate the speech and all the promises by His Excellency. But this one remains a hiccup across my mind. Remember, in the whole district, all districts that you people have always gone, they are tarmac roads. This one, the road which is tested as Bubulo, Bududa, Circular Road. In most of the budgets, it exists, it appears. When you cross through the NRM manifesto, it is well stated. When His Excellency came to Bududa for campaign, of all requests that had been made, he promised the road. But it remains a challenge. Because the road, it doesn't appear anywhere. It is not talked about. It remains a challenge to us. All the MPs who are coming from there, not only me, we stand to lose our posts because of this road. We don't have any Tamaka road. It's the only road. By the way, when we talk about commercial agriculture, in Burundi, when you talk about an acre, somebody will open their eyes widely. What is an acre? Because of land fragmentation. Hence, shortage of land. We don't practice that. Instead, it is intensive agriculture where
Honorable Prasozia, I think is... yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's my maiden speech. Allow me to congratulate you on attaining this high office. Allow me also thank the President for the State of Nation address. I picked a number of issues. One is on an attempt to eliminate poverty, SDG number 1, the issue of getting everybody into the money economy, and infrastructure. In my constituency, Ndorwa East, we need affirmative action. For 20 years, we have missed all the good things offered by the NRM government. For example, my people of Maziwa sub-county, they were affected by the 1994 Rwandan war. We lost 36 people and over 800 people lost their assets. For over 30 years, they have never been compensated. I'm sure if they get this compensation, it will reduce poverty in their home states. Mr. Speaker, we have a problem in parts of Buhara sub-county. The network in areas of Rwantambara, Ntarabana, is affected by the strong telecom network of Rwanda. My people need a boost of their telecom network so that they can also communicate. Mr. Speaker, we have 2 dams in my constituency. They are all located in Maziba, the old Maziba Dam and Muvumbe Dam. But the people of Kahondo, the people of Kavu, the people of Chigarama, they all live in darkness. Yet we have 2 dams. Can we be helped? And the dam, the old dam of Maziba is revamped. Can we be helped? Muvumbe Dam gives power to the people who live nearby. Because people are wondering how they can be producing power and they don't have power. Mr. Speaker, I have another problem in Chanamera, in a place called Kabaraga. There is a risk of another Chitezi in the courts in my constituency. The land fill has reached its maximum carrying capacity. Anytime we get the rains, everything could go down and it could carry.
Honorable Emmanuel Diara Wepokoro, Bulambuli County. Kumwen.
All right, everyone, let's focus on today's lesson. Let's go through this key knowledge point now. Can anyone summarize this lesson?
Job by holding the stick of the Bama server at her office But I want to also inform the honorable members of parliament, especially the male members, that you all have sticks. But it is only mine that is visible, yours is not visible. In my 3 minutes, I want to take this opportunity.
Order. Clarification, Right Honorable Speaker.
It's a maiden speech.
It's a
order.
There is no order, there is nothing. Please
please let me maximize my 3 minutes.
And don't use bad examples.
Okay. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency, the President, upon giving a befitting State of the Nation address, and to what he delivered on the 4th of June clearly makes me baptize him with a new name of a political Etandrophragma uteri, meaning the tallest species of tree in the political arena. Right Honorable Speaker, first of all, I commend government for the deliberate steps it has taken in addressing the effects of climate change. The President rightly highlighted investment in environmental restoration, wetland protection, afforestation, disaster preparedness, and climate resilient infrastructure. These interventions are consistent with Article 245 of the Constitution, which mandates the protection and preservation of the environment for present and future generations. Right Honorable Speaker, while these national efforts are commendable, I rise to seek clarification.
Derek Horone, Honorable MP
okay, thank you.
No, your time is done. MP Gogonyo.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable, for giving me this opportunity. Allow me to add my voice to congratulate you upon that seat, Right Honorable. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, thank you for granting me this opportunity to make my contribution to the debate on the State of the Nation address. Allow me to begin by congratulating His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for presenting a comprehensive roadmap of where our country stands and where it is headed. The address reminds us that leadership is not merely about identifying challenges, but about providing direction and solutions. Right Honorable Speaker, Uganda today is fundamentally different from the Uganda of 1986. The economy has grown significantly, household poverty has reduced, life expectancy has improved, electricity generation has expanded, and Uganda has attained lower middle income status. These are achievements that deserve recognition because they reflect decades of deliberate policy and sustained investment. The President's call for no more sleep should not be understood as a political slogan. It is a call to every leader to embrace accountability, reject corruption, and ensure that government programs reach the intended beneficiaries. Whether it is the Parish Development Medal, EMYOGA, OWC, infrastructure, or agriculture modernization, our duty is to ensure implementation, not merely appropriation. Right Honorable Speaker, as leaders, we must now shift our focus from debating intentions to measuring impact. Our people are asking for jobs, better health services, quality education, value addition, and markets for their produce. The legislative program before us gives Parliament an opportunity to strengthen these aspirations through timely consideration of the proposed bills. Right Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, I pledge both as a Member of Parliament representing the constituents and as the newly elected Publicity Secretary of the National Resistance Movement to continue communicating truthfully about government programs while also listening to the genuine concerns of our people. Progress is meaningful only when every Ugandan feels its impact. Thank you so much.
Honorable Dr. Sylvia Arinaitwe, Tumuhairwe, Woman MP Ruchiga. And then that will be followed, should be followed by Honorable Muntu, who is not a general. Nachikai. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Dr. Sylvia Tumuhiru Arinaitwe is my name, woman member of Parliament for Ruchiga. Allow me to add my voice to those who have already spoken to appreciate our dear President for a very rich State of Nation address that we are discussing right now. When you look at it, it gives detailed accountability on where we have come as a country, where we are right now, and where we are going. The focus areas that he elaborated very well in the address are touching to all of us, and I can see all of us share that this is the way to go. I will limit my submission to agriculture, commercial agriculture, because it is what is very much dear to us as people of Ruchiga. People of Ruchiga, as you know, we come from a very populated area, therefore facing a problem of land scarcity. And in the State of Nation address, there is elaboration that the President talks about on commercial agriculture, especially coffee production. We have decided to embrace the issue of coffee production as Ruchiga people because it is what can help us considering the challenge of scarcity of land, because it grows well with other crops, so you get other crops and as well you get your coffee. There was a program that was recently launched in Ruchiga by State House Local Content about the National Coffee Program. That program came to us because we had already made some steps toward this coffee production. It was presided over by Vice President, and we had a special guest, the Minister of Investment, Minister of State for Investment, Madam Amina. During that launch, we pleaded with the team about the need for coffee seedlings and a herring machine for one of the sub-counties which grows a lot of coffee. And they promised to come to our rescue. Rains are coming, farmers have already dug their holes, and we are looking forward to receiving the seedlings. We know there could be some pressure.
Honorable Naki Julius Muntu.
My name is Julius Nachi, MP of Dadiri County, East in Sironko District. I rise to support the motion. However, let me make the following submission. One of the key pillars of the 10-fold growth strategy that has been advanced by government is digital transformation and financial inclusion. However, this pillar is being defeated by high mobile money charges. I will be moving a formal motion later on to urge that we urge government to see how we can review the mobile money charges which are prohibitive to the greatest population. Now, why do I want government to review this? It is because of the following. One, our people have resorted to cash transactions because they fear mobile money charges. And the danger with that is that now government is spending a lot of money printing new notes to replace old notes because people are using cash so much. I read the central bank report of 2025. It showed that the government spent 194 billion to print new notes. At the same time, what we earned from mobile money was 173 billion. So we already made a loss, meaning if we had promoted e-payments, we would probably not be spending much on printing money. Secondly, our president is talking of regional integration. Regional integration in terms of the economy, we must align our tax policies with our neighbors. Uganda is taxing mobile money on 3 fronts. One, capital, 0.5%. Whenever you withdraw, they take 0.5%. Two, they are taxing withholding tax 15% on commissions earned by telecom companies. Three, they are taxing 10% on commissions earned by mobile money agents. Our neighbors are only taxing two bases. They are taxing income earned by the telecom companies and the agents. So for us, we have three. My argument is that we should do away with the third base, which is the 0.5%, or we reduce it to half. What is the implication of reducing by half? If we reduce by half, a study has been conducted by some NGO and the MTN, that once we reduce our mobile money charges, we are going to draw a big population into the formal sector. And that will mean that we are widening the tax base. When we widen the tax base, it means we shall earn more taxes. The study specifically says that we shall be earning 80 billion more above the current earnings if we were to reduce our mobile money rate from 0.5 to 0.025%. Secondly, because of these cash businesses, our people are taking a lot of risk. In Mbale, people travel with big money to Kampala because they don't want to use e-payments. And also, these mobile money charges are affecting the local people more than the middle class. Because for us as middle class people, we have alternative payment methods.
Honorable Vincent Freedom Kaheru. Then I'll go this way. I have a list here. I called Honorable Andrew Kaluya. He had gone to, I don't know, to answer a call or whatever. Then I'll come back. Yes, Honorable Freedom Vincent.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to add my voice to that of my colleagues before me to also congratulate you upon your elevation to the high office of Speaker of this great Parliament. I would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Her Excellency the Vice President, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Prime Minister, our ministers, and all dear colleagues. Am I protected? Thank you very much. I would like to add my voice.
You're protected with a lot of smiles. Yeah.
Thank you. I would like to add my voice to that of the colleagues to appreciate the great State of the Nation address that His Excellency gave us on the 4th of June, which to me I thought was a great roadmap for all of us to guide us in our work in the respective constituencies. My constituency is Kyaka North in Chegegwa district, and I'm really grateful to the people of Kyaka North for having seen me worthy to be their leader for this season. What did I pick out from the State of the Nation address? Our President did emphasize the value of ensuring peace, stability, law and order, and the supportive infrastructure. I think that is a given, and I would like that all of us colleagues take peace and stability as a key ingredient in our socio-economic transformation agenda. I would like to pick out what really worked for me. That was the 4-acre model. And at our level, we'd like to talk about the flexible 4-acre model, whereby we are at liberty to do more than 4 acres. Why am I emphasizing this? I think as leaders, we need to be exemplary to our constituents by practicing what we preach. And I, as a leader, am already becoming a role model to my people through that.
Yes, you are done. Thank you. You spent about 2 minutes, Yeah, thank you. Honorable Kaluya, then Honorable Sarah Aguti. Aguti Sarah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Then I will do here.
Right Honorable Speaker.
I've come this way. Yeah.
My name is Andrew Chizakaluya, a member of the National Unity Platform, and I'm the Shadow Minister for Education. Right Honorable Speaker, whereas I have the duty to respond to the State of Nation address in relation with my constituency, I would rather have the response in relation with my docket, which is the Ministry of Education. Right Honorable Speaker, the President did mention about science, technology, innovation, and skills development as very critical drivers of Uganda's socio-economic transformation. However, the State of Nation address gave limited attention to the practical measures required to build a strong science, technology, engineering, and mathematics (STEM) ecosystem capable of producing the skilled workforce needed to achieve Uganda's Vision 2040. While government continues to promote STEM education, implementation remains constrained by significant structural and financial challenges across both secondary and tertiary institutions. At the secondary school level, many schools continue to face inadequate science laboratories, poor equipped workshops, insufficient ICT infrastructure, unreliable internet connectivity, shortages of modern teaching and learning materials, and overcrowded classrooms. These challenges are compounded by an inadequate number of qualified STEM teachers, limited opportunities for continuous professional development, and insufficient funding to effectively implement the competence-based curriculum. Consequently, many learners complete secondary education without acquiring the practical, scientific, and technological competences required for higher education or the labor market. At the tertiary level, Right Honorable Speaker, universities and other higher education institutions continue to grapple with inadequate funding for research, innovation, and commercialization of scientific discoveries. Many institutions rely heavily on donor-funded research projects, while locally generated innovations struggle to progress beyond the prototype stage due to limited access to research, grants, incubation centers, venture capital, and strong industry partnerships. This weakens Uganda's capacity to transform research into commercially viable products, industries, and jobs. Furthermore, Right Honorable Speaker, there remains a mismatch between STEM training and labor market demands.
Honorable Sarah Aguti, then to follow Honorable Nasolo, Virginia, Rubaga South, then it's Honorable Chitanua, something like that, Busongora. Yes, Honorable Aguti.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I want to add my voice on what the President said about health issues in Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker, so far as I talk now, we have rising population in Uganda, which is not matching the hospitals and the health centers that we have in Uganda. Basing on what the President has presented during the State of the Nation address, it's my prayer that I urge the President that next time, maybe during the presidential State of the Nation address, he would mention to the nation how many hospitals is planning to add for Ugandans to cater for the increasing population that we have. Two, I want to bring to the attention of the Minister of Health that we have only one referral hospital in Lango sub-region, which is not accommodating all the referrals which is sent from all Lango sub-region. So I was I was requesting the Minister of Health to go visit Lira Regional Referral Hospital and see the state at which people are operating there. Because many people are sleeping on the ground, they have less beds. Most beds are given to the people who are operated. Right Honorable Speaker, it's my prayer that they take this as serious because somebody has gone for treatment and again sleeping on the ground. I want to thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Nasoro, Virginia, Rubaga South. You see? Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Nasolo Eugenia. I represent Rubaga South constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to bring to the attention of this August House the need to improve the health sector of Rubaga South and the entire division that requires our urgent intervention. Right Honorable Speaker, Rubaga South or Rubaga Division is the only division in Kampala district without a public referral hospital. Yes, according to the 2024 National Population and Housing Census, Rubaga Division is a home to 410,400 residents, representing a massive and highly dense urban population. Rubaga health facilities also provide services to very many people from neighboring places like Wakiso, Mukono, and all over the country, which has highly overcrowded the small health facilities in the division. Right Honorable Speaker, Rubaga has a large low-income earning population facing a lot of health care difficulties and complete lack of free specialized public health services provided by public referral hospitals, which forces economically vulnerable families pay high transport costs to get medical services across the division boundaries. Right Honorable Speaker, the Rubaga Public Referral Hospital, once established, will also be a solution to overcrowding in the surrounding public referral hospitals like Mulago, Kawempe, and Kiludu. Right Honorable Speaker, I also stand before this August House to sound a loud alarm on the crisis of massive youth unemployment, which has become the single greatest threat to the socio-economic stability and security in Rubaga. According to the 2024 National Population and Housing Census, in Rubaga Division, over 41,400 younger Ugandans aged between 18 and 30 are classified as not employed.
Thank you, Honorable Chitanywa, Busongora North.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me join the rest of my colleagues in thanking the President for his clear, concise, focused, and inspiring national address, which was on the 4th of June this year. In his address, Right Honorable Speaker, the President aligns his message with the National Development Plan for the Vision 2040 and, of course, the NRM Manifesto. Listening to the President, Right Honorable Speaker, you would really realize the direction this country is taking in ensuring socio-economic transformation. Right Honorable Speaker, the President brings out the issue of mindset change. He gives an example of himself where he said they did not have anything, but what they had was the word. They moved from village to village, preaching the word, and those who listened to them entered into the money economy. Right Honorable Speaker, this gives hope to Ugandans that when even we still have the percentage of people in Uganda who have not yet entered the money economy, if they listen to the preaching of the President and also listening to the preaching of the leaders, they will enter into the money economy. In his usual way, Right Honorable Speaker, the President brings out the local words that try to explain what he's really looking at. He tells us no more sleep. He tells us if people are working, there are those who should not continue staggering when the others are moving. And this gives us hope that once we work together with our local communities, we will be able to move. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, the President says he's not going to sympathize, no more politeness to those leaders who are not able of moving the...
Honorable Hassan Shirumira and Honorable Ochen Geoffrey. You know, the member who has just sat down from Busongora North wrote his name in the list of people on the left. So, and he's seated on the left. Honorable Hassan Shirumira, then Honorable Chen.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, while I acknowledge that it is the duty of the head of state to bring the country up to speed through the State of the Nation address, I'm a little reserved on speaking and paying appreciation for him to go to Kololo and present the State of the Nation's address. It is his duty, and as members of Parliament, personally I feel reserved to stand here and appreciate the President of the country for doing his duty and not sleeping on the job. Honorable Speaker, on page 7, he was very categorical that in the 1980s, he rallied Ugandans, and because he rallied Ugandans, they responded positively, and our people of Luwero came on board during the Bush War, and they fought and took over government. Honorable Speaker, the people of Luwero, and specifically Katikam South, that I represent, there's a lot for government to ponder. While we are talking about industrialization across the country, development, money economy, the people of Luwero, where President Museveni and the colleagues fought, are in dire poverty. Our roads are in a very poor state. The hospitals are in very poor state. Even the soldiers, the Mwananchis that fought during the Bush War, some of them do not even have houses where to sleep. Honorable Speaker, I call upon government to come to Luwero, where they went through on their way to government, and check on their colleagues they left behind. Some of them are part of our families. We can actually take you back to their homes because those people are still there and they are waiting for government to come and rescue them out of their poverty. Honorable Speaker, for President to go to Kololo and shed a very beautiful picture about a country, especially after forgetting the people he fought with, coming to government. I believe that is very unfair, and on the behalf of the people of Luero, we want to say no to this kind of address.
Honorable Chen.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Once again, my name is Chen Geoffrey, Member of Parliament for Kyoga North. I take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate you upon attaining that high office. Secondly, in relations to the President's address, I want first of all to commend the President for his insight on issues of income generation and fighting poverty. Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency the President is on record as the President of this country that has put in place many well-creation initiatives to fight poverty and increase household income. You can name them PDM, Youth Livelihood, WEP, Bonagagagawale, but still we hope Ugandans will heed to his message of hope and change. However, despite the good insight, the President missed some key areas. One, Right Honorable Speaker, when His Excellency the President went to Amalatar district, he acknowledged a debt of Namasale to Dokolo Road. This is a key link road. Right Honorable Speaker, when Karuma was closed, most people were passing through Namasale to Dokolo to access Greater Lango. But right now, the road is in a dilapidated state. It was surveyed. It was put under pre-financing, but up to date, nothing has been done. We thought the President was saying something about that debt. Secondly, Amalatar district is the farthest district in Lao sub-region. From Namasale to Lira Regional Referral Hospital is 160 kilometers. So to refer a patient from Namasale to Lira Referral Hospital is a death sentence. We thought the President, His Excellency the President, would say something about upgrading Amalatar Health Center 4 to a general hospital. Right Honorable Speaker, the two hospitals in Lango sub-region were the product of UPC administration. We want a legacy hospital of NRM to be a Molatar Health Center 4 upgraded. We seek this August Assembly to support the people of Amalatar, being a peninsula district in the middle.
Thank you. That's good submission there. Honorable Pito Vincent.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I want to move straight forward to what the President of the Republic of Uganda made mention on the 4th of June. There are two issues. One is just a point of emphasis that it is a concern of the sub-region that Amolatar Dokolo Road be tarmacked. I even stand here to appreciate the government of Uganda that the historical site where Mwanga and Kabelega, the two powerful traditional kings, were captured is in my constituency. That is in Kangai sub-county. And the site is under construction. I must appreciate the government for doing that. But then, historical site without infrastructural development is not going to work out. So when this road is tarmacked, it's going to connect us to other parts of the world. I would also pray, if possible, we connect this road to Aleptong. And from Aleptong, we connect to Otuke. Our people from Otuke can use this road to access medical services from Abim, those ones who are far from the center of Otuke. And they go up to Abim, Morlem Hospital to access medical services. And it's a shortcut for us. I personally use that road when I'm connecting from Dokolo, coming to Kampala via Naksongwala. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, the head of state made mention an issue about development of health services. Dokolo Health Center 4 is a referral hospital to us, simply because all the health center cities in different sub-counties, they refer to Health Center 4. But then, the number of patients that are being attended to on a daily basis is very high, bearing in mind that Doholo Town Council does not have Health Center 3. That means all the residents within the Town Council, they move to Health Center 4 as their initial seeking for medical attention. Kangai sub-county is a new sub-county and it doesn't have Health Center 3. And yet it's a government policy that all the sub-counties at least should have Health Center 3. It is my prayer that if this is done, then we shall move forward. Last but not least, Right Honorable Speaker, Health Center 4, Doholo Health Center 4 does not have maternity ward. And this is alarming situation. They do not have female ward. And yet it is a referral hospital to us. So I would pray, if possible, the concerned ministry, the Ministry of Health, makes an intervention so that we leap forward. And
Thank you. Honorable Enid Origumsiriza, Woman MP, Kabale District.
Thank you. My name is Enid Origumisiriza, Woman MP, Kabale District. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to thank and commend His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for his inspiring State of the Nation address delivered on 4th July 2026. On behalf of the people of Kabale District, I appreciate his leadership that he has ensured peace, stability, socio-economic progress in Uganda. We are grateful for the remarkable transformation registered as highlighted. Right Honorable Speaker, I respectfully appeal to the government to explain and provide a comprehensive plan for sustainable alternative livelihoods for the people of Kigezi whose incomes have been affected by wetland restoration programs. While environmental conservation is necessary, interventions such as climate-smart agriculture and income-generating projects should be introduced to prevent increased household poverty and ensure inclusive development. Right Honorable Speaker, while I commend the success of the parish development model, which is already improving production and livelihoods in Kigezi, I'm equally concerned that many of our youth remain unemployed, idle, and outside the money economy, exposing them to insecurity and moral decline. Kigezi is richly endowed with tourism resources and that significantly contribute to Uganda's tourism earnings. I therefore appeal to the government to consider establishing a tourism and hospitality training institute in Kabale District, which is centrally located and would equip the youth with the skills needed to participate meaningfully in the region's growing tourism industry. I thank you and I beg to submit.
Yes, Honorable Wakoli. Now we are coming towards the end.
Thank you.
But it's not at the end.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand to support the motion paying tribute to His Excellency the President for his clear and comprehensive exposition of the State of Nation address delivered to this House. Mr. Speaker, I think The address highlighted the progress this country has made in peace, security, infrastructure, economic transformation, and service delivery under the leadership of this NRM government. Mr. Speaker, these achievements, I think, provide a strong foundation for Uganda's continued development. Mr. Speaker, as a representative of the people of Tiru County and Manafa District, I want to sincerely appreciate government for its commitment to improving the livelihoods of our people. However, Mr. Speaker, I want to plead with government to increase investment, particularly in the districts of Bugisu, especially in matters roads, health, education, because where we come from, Right Honourable Speaker, being our neighbor, you are aware that Bugisu is a mountainous area. Therefore, whereas we appreciate the 1 billion given to our region, Mr. Speaker, with the nature of our area, this money is not sufficient. So as members of parliament from Bugisu, we request that government should give us an affirmative program so that we can work on roads, so that we can connect our farmers to markets, so that they can also benefit from government's agenda of transforming the economy. Mr. Speaker, I heard my colleague from Duda talk about landslide, but I want to ask government to prioritize measures aimed at addressing the recurring effects of landslide across the region. And as members of parliament from Bugisu, we recommend that government should actually take on the urbanization program so that our people who are taken to far places can be resettled within, so that they can go back in the morning to work on their gardens up the mountains. Perhaps government can dictate and say you only go and grow coffee and trees, so that our people who are facing hostilities in the alien districts where they are sent can be saved from this situation. And Mr. Speaker, with these interventions, Bugisu will contribute fully to socio-economic development of this country. I beg to support. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Ouma Willie.
Honorable Speaker.
No, those are independents. Listen to them. The independent voices.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to join my colleagues in expressing my sincere gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for his clear, precise, visionary exposition of the government policy contained in the State of National Address delivered to this August House on June 4th, 2026. The President addressed rightly and highlighted our national progress and underscored the government's commitment to socio-economic transformation, wealth creation, and infrastructure development. However, Honorable Speaker, as I commend the macro vision of the NRM government, I'm compelled by the constitutional duty to bring to the attention of this House and the line ministries the severe life-threatening gaps that my people in Amaingo South and Amaingo at large are currently facing. The grand vision of the national transformation must be reflected in the lived realities of our rural communities. The critical gaps in Amaingo South, safe water crisis. Honorable Speaker, while we talk of modernization and socio-economic reality on the ground in Amaingo South, it's heartbreaking. The situation, a vast majority of our people are still fetching water and drinking contaminated running rainwater from open ponds. They share these stagnant water sources with livestock only during rainy season, but during dry season, all these ponds dry up and our people walk over 7 to 11 kilometers to access water from the lake, especially the people of Vanda, Sub-County, Mutumba, and Buhemba. The impact of this, of course, this is critical lack of clean water has triggered recurrent outbreak of deadly waterborne diseases. Right, Honorable Speaker. We are not just talking about statistics here. We are talking about preventable loss of human lives, particularly among the younger people and the women, the elderly. The absence of a district hospital compounding this water crisis is severe deficit in healthcare infrastructure. In the Maingo South,
Honorable Mohenda Iriasa. The handwriting here, Mohenda. Somebody wrote Iriasa.
Ronald. That must be Mchivi Iriasa.
You go first. What is your constituency?
Fort Portal Central Division, the tourism city.
Now you win. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to
I want also to join my honorable members in thanking the President for passing on to us a blueprint of the socio-economic transformation that he's used all those years. He shared it with us, and I want to thank him for that. Drawing from his personal experience, the President, in his teenage years, he didn't have much, but he showed us how he embarked on a journey of preaching the gospel of wealthy creation. And I think he was communicating to us that we can also take on that journey, and I think that is what we are doing, and is what he expects of us, that we have to continue preaching the gospel that he did teach himself of of wealthy creation. And on that note, I want to ask this House that 5 years ago, we designated Fort Portal Tourism City as a tourism city, but we never gave it funds. And like my honorable member lady who has been around has said, we need funds to develop that city. The success of that city is the success of the tourism sector. And I'm happy that the honorable minister is here. Please look into that. You did not baptize us just a name, but we also want actions. Again, I want to thank the President and to encourage us, the honorable members, to pick from what the President said, and we are lucky enough that there's something we have to start from. He's given us the pillars of what to use in regards to socio-economic transformation, so the job is ours. Thank you.
Honorable Christine Apolot.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable, I want to appreciate His Excellency for the address that was made to this nation. Everyone is aware of the President's key message on wealth creation. And Right Honorable Speaker, recently, on behalf of the President, Her Excellency the Vice President launched coffee growing in Teso sub-region. And now there is a massive number of farmers interested in setting up coffee demonstration farms. And also from our Teso parliamentary groups, Teso parliamentary group, we resolved that as leaders, we should be at the forefront. Right Honorable Speaker, basing on the fact that the President is interested in wealth creation and Teso is embracing coffee growing, I want to implore the Minister of Agriculture to actually supply adequate coffee seedlings to Teso sub-region when the rains take off. Mr. Speaker, we have Lake Bisina bordering Kumi district and Katakwi. And yesterday we were in a meeting where there is some planned irrigation for Karamoja and neighboring areas. The plan is on. Lake Bisina can be for fish farming. Lake Bisina water can be for irrigation. But when government gave us the water project in Kumi, by then I was at the district, we were given information that Lake Bisina is getting a problem of siltation. So I want also to challenge the ministry to have this lake desilted and also related lakes, so that this irrigation, as we talk about, can benefit the entire country as we struggle to fight poverty. Mr. Speaker, the President in his address talked about skilling the youth, and he has made every effort to ensure that every sub-region gets a skilling hub. Mr. Speaker, I want to report for the case of Kumi district that we have 14 sub-counties and 4 town councils, altogether 18 lower local governments. The number of 20 children per sub-county, per district, is not adequate. In my district, we now realize that is 1 child per sub-county benefiting. I want to really implore the team supporting the President to increase on the numbers so that we address the unemployment problem. Mr. Speaker, as I wind up, for us to realize the real wealth creation.
Thank you. Honorable Kwizera, is it there? I saw the list. Honorable Elokol Emmanuel. Honorable Emmanuel they're from the man from the fishing area.
Thank you very much.
They wrote here as the alcohol.
Right Honorable Speaker, I also rise to thank the President for the State of the Nation address. And from it, 2 areas have caught my attention, and my comments will be based on that. Number 1, I also want to thank the government for the income generating initiatives, and particularly aiming at improving household incomes. But every time such initiatives come, I feel there is one group of people that is left out. In all our villages, we have village savings and loans associations. When those initiatives come, they don't target them. I'm asking, if possible, particularly the ministry responsible for cooperatives, if they can look at the possibility of working with these savings groups in the villages to support the individual households. That is one area. The second area is the area of human capital development, and specifically health. Nebi municipality, where I come from, houses the hospital of Nebi. And that hospital has become a referral hospital for Zombo district, for Nebi district, for Pakwach district, and also for Madiokoro. And leaving the municipality that has 3 divisions without any health facility. And when you go to the health, to the district hospital, you find their focus is mainly on the people who have been referred from the distant places, leaving out the local population. And Right Honorable Speaker, one thing which amazed me was I discovered that some years back, 15 staff members were recruited to start 1 health center 3 in one of the divisions. Unfortunately, because there was no construction, the health workers, some were absorbed to the district, and 5 of them have remained not absorbed. They are there, they continue to draw salaries from the government, but after a certain period of time, they were stopped. And now, actually, some of them are even thinking of taking government to court, which to me is unfair.
Honorable Mutego. Then I will come this way, Honorable Brenda Kaliro, and Honorable Ruth Rujoki Mushabe, Honorable Mayanja. Yes.
Thanks very much.
We have about 8 minutes to close. we
very
shall
much.
not go up to 6, so
Honorable Right Speaker,
we might reduce to 2 minutes here.
I'm joining members in congratulating the President for his speech, but what caught my eye in the entire speech was the issue of corruption. And I wanted to guide as follows. If we are to achieve what we intend to achieve, we should handle corruption holistically. If we handle it disjointly, we shall not achieve much. I'll take the accounting side. There is a stewardship established by the Public Finance Management Act. And the biggest form of corruption that we have faced is inappropriate access to resources. The Act gives a stewardship of access to resources, in that you have somebody requisitioning, you have somebody authorizing, and you have somebody approving. So if we are to handle corruption, let's handle the entire cycle. If an accounting officer is faced with pressure from somebody, let this person whistle blow, and he will be protected. So, if we are to fight corruption, let's not isolate. Let's take the entire cycle of the people who have the ability to protect and provide controls, the accounting controls in accessing finances as per the Finance Act. And that will go a long way in protecting and deterring further corruption in terms of access of resources is concerned. Thanks very much, Speaker. If we take that along, we shall fight corruption in this country. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Butaleja Bunyole East. Kaliro, we can now do 2 minutes. It's a dangerous time.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. First of all, I would like to congratulate you upon achieving that seat. And also, I would like to thank my party members for trusting me to be their General Secretary of the NRM caucus. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members, I rise to support the motion, thanking His Excellency the President for the State of the Nation address for 2026. His Excellency the President stated that the NRM philosophy was on building an independent, integrated and self-sustaining national economy. Independence has been on reducing external dependence. This is well articulated in the health sector by investors like Deo Pharmaceuticals and other related projects which are producing previously imported drugs. This has reduced foreign dependence and saved foreign exchange. Right Honorable Speaker, in the health sector, I'll zero to Kaliro District, much as we still have issues. For example, Nawaikoke Health Center 3 has to be upgraded to Health Center 4 because it is a constituency, and according to Ministry of Health program, Health Center 2s are supposed to be upgraded to Health Center 3s, and each constituency is entitled to have a Health Center 4. However, Right Honorable Speaker, it is we advocate for, as Kalira, we advocate for a Health Center 4 in Nawaikoke's constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, on the same note, much as we still have high levels of unemployment, especially among the youth, we still have issues on infrastructure. For example, in Kaliro, the road from Kaliro to Palisa needs to be tarmacked, plus other roads. Much as we still have such issues, Right Honorable Speaker, our country is not where we were, and we need to appreciate and applaud His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, where he has brought this country from. Right Honorable Speaker, we believe that with the Kisanja, no more sleep and no more corruption, we hope to achieve more development. I beg to submit.
Honorable Ruth Rujoki. Mushabe, then Honorable Katsime. Let me get the name. Katsime Annette Mugisha. Water.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I too congratulate you upon taking leadership of this House. My name is Ruth Mushabe Roti, Woman Member of Parliament to Ruhura District. And I'm glad and privileged to give my maiden speech when the debate on the floor of Parliament is to appreciate the President's State of the Nation address of 4th June. As my voter and as my President, I am super proud of him. And there's so much to appreciate about the speech, but I'll pick two. One, from the historical examples he gave, the President's speech gives pathway for our country from where we have come, where we are, and where we will be if we follow his guidance. The second is the notion that we have to stop being polite to non-performance. This is what many people feel, but are too polite to say. And politeness has yielded to complacency. Take an example of the infamous kafuna. I am sure many of you have them in your villages. These are modern-day Shylocks who take people's property when they fail to pay back. Government is promoting circles, and I am convinced that if deliberate efforts are made, we can stop this bad vice. Or an example of littering. It happens right before our eyes. People throw rubbish as they walk and drive without a care, and we watch. Yet.
Thank you. Honorable Katsime Annette Mugisha. No, actually, I said that that is, she's popularly known, like, she has provided water to all the people of Bushenyi. Yeah. She's a very hardworking woman MP. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the advocacy. I also want to join my colleagues to congratulate you. My name is Katsime Annette Mugisha, the woman member of Parliament, Bushenyi District. Allow me, Right Honorable Speaker, to join my colleagues and thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for the State of the Nation address. Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency the President has continued with his continued commitment to socio-economic transformation is unmatched. Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency the President has consistently talked about the key critical enablers of wealth creation, which include roads, water and electricity, markets, services, hotels and related services. But in his State of the Nation address, he emphasized and prioritized electricity. Right Honorable Speaker, if we are to create wealth and job creation, indeed, we need electricity. He also articulated the progress the government has made in power generation. A case in point, thank you. I was saying that His Excellency the President articulated how the government has moved from 60 megawatts in 1986 to date 2098 megawatts, and that the government is aiming at 50,000 megawatts. The above gives hope that more Ugandans will access electricity. Right Honorable Speaker, however, the Rural Electrification Agency left unfinished projects 10 years ago across the country. And these projects were inherited by Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited. Right, Honourable Speaker. The people in this country, more especially in my constituency, in my district, about 7 sub-counties are affected. People are frustrated. They are threatening to vandalize the electric poles because year in, year out, they see those standing poles, but they are still in darkness. Right, Honourable Speaker, we thank the government through the Ministry of Agriculture. They constructed factories to process coffee and promote value addition. To date, those factories are not operating. Right, Honourable Speaker, through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, we want to ask the minister, the line minister, to come in this house, in this August house, and explain comprehensively and give us timelines. When can these projects be connected to the national grid? Mr. Speaker, if...
That's a good point, among others. Government should respond. We are tired of seeing poles without electricity. Some places, yeah. So we, honorable colleagues, it was a test today. I think we've covered a few, but let me get to government side to respond to some of these issues and make serious commitments. This is Kisanja, no sleep. Yeah.
Almost.
Honorable Bahati.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the honorable colleagues for their contribution on the State of the Nation address by His Excellency the President, but also in the debate there are some few issues that came up which we want to respond to briefly. The first one was from the Honorable Collins about industrialization, and this is related to other questions that were asked about the dam, and again the Honorable Katushabe Mujisha, I wanted also to clarify, Mr. Speaker, that the husband is a MD for national water. Maybe that's why you refer to her as water, so that there is no confusion about people's understanding.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Bill, the government has done through His Excellency the President. In March this year, he directed the Prime Minister and the Attorney General to do two things. The first one was to answer the question raised by Honorable Protazi, to compile a list of those people who were affected by the Rwanda war in 1994 and compensate them. I'm truly informed that the district, through the chairman of the district, Mr. Dennis Zeigwe, the list of those who were affected has been started being compiled, and the Prime Minister and the Attorney General will be able to receive this list and start the compensation through the normal budgeting process. So that is work in progress. The second, the President he told us in March that the meeting will be convened by him to talk about the alternative livelihood of the people of Chigezi, Busoga, and Bukedi regarding the wetlands. So that is a commitment that I can give at this time from government. So the work being done to resolve these issues. Mr. Speaker, in the interest of time, there are other two issues.
I think you don't clarify right now.
The other two
Tomorrow we shall do better than today.
Yes.
We shall cover more, and then you can come with other further answers. What also we shall provide is that members of Parliament who have made contributions, this maiden speech, Parliament will give you access to your own statements, whether you want a video or text, you assess and make it for follow-up. You are free. You just apply to the clerk, you write and remember this date when you spoke, and then you can use and attach your answer and write to government to make sure that they answer you comprehensively on your, okay? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, there are just 3 ministers who wanted to make some quick interventions. We have permission.
Perfect.
We can get the Minister for Tourism, and then cooperatives, and finally education.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I'd like to also add my voice and appreciate the members for today's contributions towards the President's address. I'll just respond to 2 questions, one from the Kabale District Woman MP about government establishing a tourism and hospitality school in Kabale. I'd like to inform the member that apparently government already has Uganda Hotel and Tourism Training College in Jinja. It still has a lot of capacity, so I would implore you to have your team join. It's a government school. The school awards diplomas, certificates, and degrees. But when the need arises, government can always look into that, but considering the limited resource envelope, it might not come so soon. But really appreciate that Kabale contributes a lot towards the tourism sector. And also Honorable Wakoli commented about Mbale being the tourism city. It's very true, and government is putting special attention on Mbale. A lot of money is being, Fort Portal, okay. A lot of money is being invested in that region, especially when it comes to AFCON, and a lot more is going to be invested. So take heart, government is working on it.
Thank you very much.
Minister, go ahead. Honorable Thomas, congratulations once again.
Well, thank you for the appreciation. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and members of the August House. I'd like to thank all the members who contributed to the State of the Nation address by the President. I have a few issues here for clarification in regards to cooperatives, and especially from Honorable Ongierto, a Member of Parliament for Nebi Municipality. Dear members, issues related to cooperative movement is about collective responsibility. Let us all go out and promote circles. We have dairy cooperatives for those from Western Uganda especially. We have creatives, the musicians, the comedian cooperatives, the artists. Recently, my ministry gave them 10 billion shillings. The creatives, yes, the musicians, the artists, they received 10 billion shillings as a push-up. So let us go all out as leaders and promote the cooperative movement. We have livestock cooperatives. We have fisheries cooperatives. Honorable Okeyo, there you are. Fisheries cooperatives. We have consumers cooperatives. We have housing cooperatives, transport cooperatives, industrial cooperatives, multipurpose cooperatives, among others. Let us all involve ourselves and go all out and embrace all government developmental programs. Our role is to mobilize, to sensitize, to educate our people down there. Let us all go out. Let us lure them. Let us woo them. Let us entice them, attract them, in order to convince them, in order to embrace cooperatives, and that's my role. So I am coming. We are starting our regional tours from next week. Be ready. We are coming, and I'm coming to all your regions to mobilize the people so that we can embrace cooperatives, the circles. Let us go ahead and encourage them to take to youth venture capital, youth livelihood program, Uganda Women Empowerment Program, EMIOGA, Paris Development Model,
Some clarification,
GROW
Honorable
program.
Minister.
Uganda now has over 40,000 registered cooperatives serving millions of members. Cooperatives are centers of job creation. Is that is going to drive our development agenda. So let us try to embrace it. Let us embrace lastly, Mr. Speaker, let us embrace
Honorable Minister,
some of the aspects of the sustainable development goals. We have goal number 1, which talks about no poverty. Goal number 2 talks about zero hunger through farmers and circles cooperatives. Goal number 8 talks about decent work and economic growth by creating member-owned cooperatives. Goal number 9 talks about industry and innovation through value addition. Lastly, goal number 17 talks about partnerships by linking cooperatives to markets, finance, and government. Otherwise, once again, I want to repeat, next week, I'm coming in for my regional tours in order to mobilize cooperatives. Thank you very much.
Minister of Education, please don't take us into cooperative style. Yeah.
Right Honourable Speaker,
do
thank
the
you.
education style, not the cooperative style.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Mine entirely is to seek your guidance. It goes in line with the submission given by the Shadow Minister of Education. And specifically, he entirely put his question or his response to the ministry, and specific area was STEM. One of the areas cited was that the President in his address gave limited attention to practical resources required to build a strong science, technology, engineering, and mathematics ecosystem. Right, Honourable Speaker, it's on record. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has truly come out to support science, innovations, technology in the country. And he has gone ahead to even earmark resources specifically for research in most of our universities of higher learning. And furthermore, he has even created a Ministry of Science, Technology, Innovation. In this line, Right Honourable Speaker, we appropriate money in this very parliament to support the innovations in our country. And as for my colleague to respectively say this, I welcome, but I want to say the President is a champion of science. Even now, you know very well the complaint has been, why are scientists paid more money than arts teachers? And this has been an area where we have all been complaining and battling. Why did he take that strategic direction? It's because he values science as the way to go. And he has always kept on giving a reference in terms of a pilot. versus myself, a social worker. How much does a pilot earn vis-a-vis the social worker? Another issue which he went ahead to say was the question of secondary school education. Many schools continue to have inadequate science laboratory. Right now, Speaker, I want to give areas where we are making inroads and improvement. Number one, we have a project in the Ministry of Education called USEP, Uganda Secondary School Expansion Program. It's a World Bank funded and government of Uganda. We are already in process of constructing 120 schools. We are already in the process of renovating all traditional secondary schools across the country. And I want to confirm this work is ongoing. Case studies, Kitobere, is it Kitobere in Kitobere in Kawale, Butobere, in Kawale, I have Nyakashura, I think in Iweya, I have Teso College Aloet. All these schools are meant to be renovated under that project. Furthermore, we have gotten another program in the ministry called ULAN. ULAN is also a World Bank project which specifically targets for us to push in our education in most of the sub-counties where we do not have secondary schools across the country. This money, we are in a final agreement with the World Bank and Ministry of Finance. We will implement it during this term of office. The question of internet connectivity, government my ministry does not work in silos. We work closely with the Ministry of ICT. And when I was there before, as a state minister for ICT, I remember we had what we call UDAB. UDAB is a last mile connection to major government facilities at a sub-county, and the area of interest, secondary schools, primary schools, health centers, name them, and all key infrastructure in the area. And this project, this parliament, I'm very sure, approved the money, and work is going on to connect internet connectivity across the country. So for that matter, as far as the sector of education is concerned, I welcome the views given to me by my shadow cabinet colleague. We are on course, and I want to welcome back Honorable Kaluya. Welcome back to Parliament. I was with him in the 9th Parliament. Is it true, or 10th? I was with him in the 10th Parliament in another color. I'm happy he has come back in a different color. That is the political parties. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Next item, Clerk. Next item in the order paper. You call out the item.
Item 5, adjournment.
Right Honorable Speaker, with your permission, I want to confirm before the August House that my statement for AFCON have officially handed over to the clerk, who is at table. Thank you.
Thank you. Item, did you say item what?
Item 5, adjournment.
The House is adjourned to tomorrow, 2 p.m. sharp.
Tomorrow Giants will talk. You are leaving your maiden speech behind. You are good. Thank you. You are leaving your maiden speech behind.